Sawasdee ka, this is your host Kusuma Samut. Welcome to Thailand today. The Republic of the Philippines will celebrate its 117th anniversary of the Proclamation of the Philippines' independence on June the 12th, when all the Filipinos can proudly look back at its eventful history and look forward confidently to the future. Thailand today has seized on this joyous occasion to invite Mr. Edgar Badajoz, Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of the Republic of the Philippines, to share with us with what the Filipinos will have to store to mark this important milestone in the country's long history. He will also touch on our two countries' expanding bilateral relations. Please join me welcome to Mr. Edgar Badajoz. He is the Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of the Republic of the Philippines, Bangkok. Sawasdee ka.
Sawasdee ka.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, Kun Kusuma, for inviting us.
Why
to your
not?
Beautiful show.
We are all friends.
Thank
all
you.
The time.
Thank you. Yes.
So, which is going to be your national day, which is going to be very what do you call a joyous one. So, when is the time? When is it?
It's going to be on June 12th, which is this coming Friday.
Yes.
It's going to be the 117th anniversary of Philippine independence.
Oh,
yes.
Must be for the Filipinos in Thailand, in the community in Thailand. How did they join the celebration?
Yes. Well, actually, we already started the celebration last Sunday. We had Barrio Fiesta, or a Philippine feast, at the embassy grounds.
How is it like?
Oh, there were about maybe more than 1,000 Filipinos all over Thailand who came to join in the festivities. And this is a run-up to the June 12th celebration on Friday. And you are cordially invited for our celebration.
With pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
So we seem to be, we have a trend of continuity to move on closer to AEC.
Yes. In fact, as we celebrate our anniversary, we are also, of course, fully remembering the fact that we are moving towards the ASEAN community at the end of the year.
Okay.
And we are very confident that we will be able to comply with all our obligations and to fully integrate our economy with the rest of ASEAN.
Okay.
Let me also mention to you, Kun Kusuma, that as we celebrate the 170th anniversary of our independence, we are also marking the 66th year of Philippines-Thailand relations.
Yes. Quite long.
Yes, quite long.
Can you flash back to a little bit of history that before coming into the 60s?
Well,
what do we have?
It is actually very interesting that although we formally established our diplomatic relations 66 years ago, Philippines-Thailand relations actually dates back to the year 1521. You probably wouldn't know that. Yes. Because, you know, there was this Ferdinand Magellan who history says discovered the Philippines.
Yes, he's a Filipino.
You know, he's a Spaniard.
Spanish.
Yeah. And so when he landed in Cebu and was negotiating with the local chief, someone from the kingdom of Ayutthaya was in that place. And that was 1521. That's according to history books.
It's written there?
Yes.
Goodness.
Yes, and he was trading with the local people of the Philippine Islands at that time.
I see.
So our relationship is very old. It dates back to the year 1521. Not only 66 years old, but much, much older.
Yeah.
And in the 70s, of course, we know that there were many citizens of Thailand who went to the Philippines to study agriculture. And they came back eventually to Thailand with Filipino wives. Many of them.
Many, yes. Well, they say the Filipinos ladies beautiful, fair, and you know they have a very just like Thai people, smilingly and all that. So, how much have we achieved so far with our 66 years of?
So Thailand is now our number 8 trading partner.
Yes.
In Asia,
between us,
between the two of us, and our trade volume is more than 5 million per annum. We now have so many Thai companies that have invested in the Philippines. You have
Yes.
PTT,
Yes.
Siam Cement, Dusit Tani, and many others. And we also have some Philippine companies that have invested here in Thailand. You have San Miguel, of
Aye.
course, Thai Liwayway. And in terms of our people-to-people exchange, we have about 8 to 11,000 Filipinos here in Thailand working.
What are they actually?
The
They are
majority of
major-
whom are teachers.
Oh, on
Teachers.
education field?
Education, yes. And you can find Filipino teachers as far as Yala, Ratiwat, Patani, and in the north and in the west, all over Thailand. Yeah, so that's how close our relationship is.
And apart from the education, also we found some of the in the medical.
Yes.
As the
yes.
medical doctors, so
Yes,
many of
yes.
them are here
Yes,
in this country.
For example, you have the Yanhi hospital,
Yes.
and the majority of the nurses are Filipino nurses.
Okay.
And the president of the hospital, the owner, actually studied in Cebu, Philippines.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's very close relationship.
Let's talk about this little bit more about the education, but especially medical term. Once it was before that Thai students studied in the Philippines,
Yes,
but it's not recognized.
Oh.
And now it's okay. How is the situation
Yes,
now?
yes. The situation before, because the Philippines used to have the only 10 years of basic education, so that Filipino graduates with their bachelor degrees
Yes.
are not recognized as equivalent to
Equivalent to
bachelor
bachelor
degrees in
degree,
Thailand.
yes.
We have already remedied the situation.
Good.
Beginning in 2013, if I'm not mistaken, we have shifted to 12 years of basic education. It is now comparable
Okay.
to the rest of Asia. But the effect of that is going to be prospective. So it will not be felt till maybe the year 2018. But in the meantime, we have made some discussions with your Ministry of Education, with your Basic Education, and the Higher Education Council of Thailand. And we're looking at some solutions, stopgap solutions, like bridging courses.
Yes.
We are not seeing it as a serious issue anymore because at least we are talking. We're talking. Yes, yes, yes.
Especially the English and the language that
Yes.
you've been have.
Yeah.
Is that can enhance or helpful to the when we reach the AEC?
Yes, yes. As you know, the English language is going to be the working language of
Yes.
ASEAN. But more than the language, I guess what is important is that we as a people understand each other culturally. Because I think before you even understand fully each other in the political, in the economic, and other fields or aspects of life, you have to understand each other culturally, right?
Do we have anything in mutual?
Yes, yes.
God.
In fact, they say in Southeast Asia,
Yes.
it's the Filipinos and Thais who look very much alike in
By
terms
face.
of
By face,
in
yes.
terms of the physical appearance,
appearance.
temperament. The food, yours is spicier than ours, but in many other aspects, we are so much alike. Yes, yes, yes.
So you're looking. How are you looking forward with the AEC?
Yes.
The future of it.
Yes,
how,
yes.
How is it to you?
We look at the AEC as full of promise and opportunities for not just Filipinos, but of course the other
As a whole.
citizens of the ASEAN region, because it presents a lot of course, employment opportunities and a lot of opportunities to be traveling around Asia. Because as we say, the success of the ASEAN integration actually is underpinned by deeper cultural understanding among our people. Yeah? So it to us is full of promise that we would like to take advantage of. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So is there any area of cooperation that your government wants it to work more closely with
Yes,
Thailand?
with Thailand, we're looking at expanding cooperation on education.
Okay.
Um,
In what field? In how?
in terms of
Exchange?
enhancing the capability of our teachers.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, we have a plan to sign an agreement with your government on exchange of teachers.
Okay.
Exchange of teachers. And the other field, of course, is also cooperation on law enforcement, and natural disaster. Our countries face the same kinds of almost natural disasters annually, and we feel that in this area we could cooperate more in terms of exchanging best practices, skills, information. And law enforcement, of course, we have to tackle more and more non-traditional security threats, like terrorism. So we have to cooperate. We have to cooperate. And so we're looking at these three areas: education, law enforcement, and defense cooperation. And industry, of course, expanding our trade volume is another thing that we'd like to look into further, moving forward. Yes.
So what kind of commodities that interest to your country?
We import finished vehicles from you, cars. We export products, parts. So it's a complementary kind of business relationship, right? We are now, of course, also importing a lot of finished products from you, like household goods. And in return, we are sending more and more of our manpower to you in terms of teachers.
Why you are good? Almost all. Everybody seems to be good in teaching and singing.
With singing, I don't know why we're good at singing. Probably it has to do with
the church, I think.
Yes, maybe. Because we were under Spain for 300 years, and of course under Hollywood, as they say, for 10 years. And in terms of teaching, it's just that there are a lot of our nationals who went into the teaching profession. And this is actually what I always tell our Filipino teachers who are here. They make us so proud because they are helping mold the minds of future leaders of your country. And that is very important. And we tell them that, whenever you go out each day, doing your responsibility as a teacher, you have to do good. You have to give it your best because your task is not very ordinary. It's not very simple. You're molding the minds of young people in Thailand. They will someday become the leaders of this country. People like Kun Kusuma.
Exactly.
They'll follow in your footsteps. So we have to train them properly. And they're contributing a lot, therefore. And for that reason, we are very proud of what they're doing. Yes.
Very interesting for that. Yes, but many of the Thai who graduate and now moving also work in the politics also.
Yes,
some of them.
Yes.
Good. So this is a very tight cooperation that we have. How about cultural?
Cultural, yes. This is what we are trying also to. We have a cultural office within the embassy.
Yes.
And my understanding is that during the time of Jocelyn Gers, Ambassador, you have very close cooperation in terms of promoting Philippine culture, tourism, because we believe that the best way to really promote closer understanding in other aspects of bilateral relations is through greater cultural understanding. And therefore, for this year, for 2015, we have launched the so-called Visit Philippines 2015 because we want more of our ASEAN neighbors, especially our Thai friends, to visit our country. Because our country is not just about beautiful beaches. It's not just about volcanoes. It's not just about our beautiful churches. It's about the hospitality and warmth of our people, the way we treat people when they visit our country. We have so much to offer, but unfortunately, we are receiving not very many Thai friends. So we want to encourage more of our Thai friends to visit our country. Please visit our country, because by doing so, you get a better picture of what it is that our country can offer. Yes.
I can give you one, whisper to you a secret to make the Thai go there. Talk lots about the volcano.
Because
we don't have that.
Yes.
So that's a very good one.
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. So we're touching on that, and also with tourism. The tourism is very important part of your country. If I can you name some? Because if I'm a foreigner who never been there, and where else I should not miss when I travel to your country?
What we are now trying to really promote among our tourism people is adventure tourism. So, yes, so you were talking about volcano earlier. And a few months ago, there was a travel agency in the Philippines that actually brought a group of Thai citizens. They went to the Mount Pinatubo, the one that erupted in 1991. It has been converted into an ecotourism park. So, and then of course we have other sites in the southern part of the Philippines, in Coron.
Yes.
You have dive sites there. So we are promoting adventure tourism. And we are trying to target the younger, not so young population with so much in their pockets to spare to visit our country. So these areas. Yes.
So one should not miss in this area, you see.
Yeah.
Let me talk about a bit on your country handicrafting, which is worldwide.
Yes,
that people accept it, especially the material. Would you like to talk about that?
Yes. Of course, in the furniture industry, we have very good designs, and we have very good designers, furniture designers, whose products and works have been exhibited overseas. In Cebu, that's where you find among the best designed furnitures in not only the country, but these have been sold in many other parts of the world. In terms of the clothing, of course, we have unique designs, textiles that you can only find in the Philippines. We make use of the banana fiber, of the pineapple fiber, and many other local products. We turn them into beautiful clothing. Right, I'm sure that you've seen many of these during the time of Ambassador Garcia. So
it's just what you call it. It's so beautiful to me, much more than the silk. It's so delicate and so difficult to work with it.
So you'll find so many different styles and techniques of doing things in different regions of the country. I remember we had an exhibit of textiles at the Central World. And Ambassador Jocelyn Garcia also delivered a lecture at the Siam Society about Philippine Textiles. So you could see different techniques, different materials being turned into beautiful clothing for both men and women.
On the occasion of your national day, but in your country back there, how do they celebrate?
Oh, it's celebrated. It's celebrated
3 days, 3 nights,
all over the country. It's a week-long celebration.
Oh, week-long.
Yes. So you'd find each local government unit holding their own parades, with flags being waved, commemorating this very important day in our history, the day when we proclaim ourselves the first republic in Southeast Asia. Yes. And but the challenge really now is different. It's now talking about ensuring that our economic successes under the present government are sustained, ensuring that this economic growth is inclusive, so that, in the words of our president, no one is left behind, so that everybody is in the economic bandwagon of success. So the National Day celebration is celebrated in a grand manner all over the country. Yes. In the same manner that when you have your National Day here, you do so also celebrate it in a very grand manner, because it happens to be also the birthday of His Majesty the King.
So it's so good. And so in this case, so we talk about that. And how about you are in Thailand for quite some time.
6 years.
How about
6 years.
6 years.
Yes.
How about Thai food?
Oh, Thai food, I like it. In the beginning, when I first arrived in 2009, I found out that Thai food can be spicy most of the time. But in the 6 years that I've been here, I've begun to like spicy foods. It is very good. It's very good. It's not like other foods in other parts of the world. I like it. It's good. Unique in the sense that you have different way of not just cooking, but also presenting the food. I think you've perfected the art of both cooking and presentation. Because even the simple fruits that you put on the table, you have designs to make it very presentable.
Putting this, that, chilies.
Yeah, very intricate design. So that really amazes me whenever I and my friends and our visitors go to a Thai restaurant and they see food on the table, exquisitely presented, and the taste is so good.
How about your country? Is there any restaurant of we would also love to taste the Filipinos food. Filipinos consist of what? Is what Portuguese and everything in that?
It's a mix of Chinese, Spanish, American, and Arabic.
All in one plate?
Yes, sometimes, yes. But of course you have really, well, many of our dishes, native dishes, are of Spanish influence, like the adobo. Adobo, for example, the kare-kare, the caldereta, and the halo-halo, which you made into one program with Ambassador Jocelyn Garcia.
It was so tasty.
Yeah, in Thailand, in Bangkok, we have a few Filipino restaurants that also, of course, offer native Filipino dishes. You'd find one in Pratunam, one in Sukhumvit, North area, but not that many. But in the Philippines, you'd find a lot of Thai restaurants already in the Makati area, and they like it. Yes.
The Filipino people, you know, they have one nature of not forgetting things. They had joined, I remember that they have joined into an association of women, wife or something, husband was working here in this country. There was an women association or something, which is that shows the relationship between our two countries.
Yes. We have a group in Manila. This is the Philippine Thailand Cooperation, and it is composed of former employees of international organizations here in Thailand, and they're very much closely supported by your Thai embassy.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. So what do they do actually?
They really promote Philippines-Thailand cultural relations. They sponsor visits by their group to Thailand.
Really?
And they also hold fairs and events in Makati, promoting Thai culture, Thai food. They have Chatuchak market on weekends.
In their country?
In Makati.
In Makati.
They hold it. So it's promoting awareness, raising awareness of your culture among the Filipinos. Yes.
They're so nice.
Yes.
Instead of forgetting things and they used to do such thing. Interesting.
Yes.
So we have a few minutes left for you. Then I
Yes.
would like you to convey the message to the people on the occasion of your National Day.
Yes. Thank you very much again,
Thank
Kun
you.
Kusuma,
Pleasure,
for
sir.
having us at your beautiful studio and your very nice program, very
Thank you, sir.
informative program.
Thank you, sir.
And on this occasion, I would like to thank the Royal Thai government, the Filipino people, and of course His Majesty the King, Her Majesty the Queen, and members of the Royal Thai family and the Thai people for supporting us all these years, both in good and in bad times. And also, we hope that we will be able to continue having these very warm and cordial relations for more years to come.
Forever.
Forever. And we really are very thankful that we have this very close relationship as we welcome the ASEAN Economic Community in 2015.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So it was a pleasure for Thailand today to mark the upcoming National Day of the Republic of the Philippines by having the Embassy Jaya Affair here, Kun Edgar here, and to brief us many things that we would like to know about the country. So, we would like to thank you very much for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, thank you very much for watching Thailand today. I'm Kusuma Yotasmut. See you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ
Sawadee krap.